Inside your bedroom, we stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm.
Hi, hello. I am filming this video a little bit impromptu. I'm also sitting on the floor so I can have all of these books in front of me. And speaking of all of these books, today we are talking about Authortubers and Authortuber books. When I first ventured into self-publishing and I did a lot of research online trying to look at what kind of things did I need to do and be on the lookout for when self-publishing my own books, that was the first thing I did. Was I looked for other channels of self-published authors who showcased their entire process, and the first one I found was Sarah Sutton. So we write very different kinds of books. Sarah Sutton writes contemporary romance for young adults. There's like no magic in these books, which is very different from what I write. I write a lot of fantasy, and urban fantasy, sci-fi. That is my style. And I also write things a tad edgier than what her books are. So when I first started into the world of self-publishing, I wanted to get examples of self-published works. I wanted to see what these books looked like and some of the information that they put into them, not just the books themselves. So when I first started that journey, I bought this book, actually. No, it wasn't this one. Oh my gosh, I'm out of order. Let me put these books in order real fast. Okay, I have them in order. I got this book. I purchased What Are Friends For by Sarah Sutton. This is the first Sarah Sutton book I ever read. I loved it. It was adorable, very cutesy. It is a like friends to lovers trope. There are a lot of tropes like that in Sarah Sutton's books. They all follow that kind of a theme. There's a fake dating theme. There's a series. That's another good point. All of Sarah Sutton's books, they are a series, but they're a series of standalones. You could read them all out of order. However, they are all semi-interconnected, which is something that I was super intrigued by and really increased my read-through, I'd say, of these books. So I started with this one. It was in her Love in Fenton County series, which is the first series she ever published. And I adored it. It was adorable, very cute. Like I said, the books all follow different characters. It's different friends in the series. And it's very hallmarky, very heartwarming. The books that Sarah Sutton writes, they tend to be, they're romance for young adults. And the most you get are like those adorable butterfly in your stomach, first kiss kind of moments. You get some hand holding, that kind of stuff. You don't get any kind of like sexual content at all. So if you were wondering, as far as like the spice level goes, it's pretty low. However, it's a young adult book. So what do you expect? So just to show you guys, I laid out Love in Fenton County. Again, you can read these kind of in whatever order that you wanted. These are really fun books. I loved it. Two Kinds of Us was more of the rebellious one, I'd say, because there's some rule breaking. She's dating kind of the bad boy type. It's really fun. This book is extremely short, if the broom fits, and it is a like Halloween romance. It's set at Halloween with a boy who absolutely does not like Halloween, and she like basically shows him the fun parts of Halloween, and they fall in love. It's cute. These are all adorable. I have to say, Out of My League, I don't know, maybe that's my favorite. Out of My League was just the one that I remember the most. It is a baseball romance, and I don't know. This series is just adorable. It's super cute. That's a highly recommended one that I absolutely adored. So again, I have to say what first caught my attention about these books was her marketing. She marketed them as the interconnected standalone. That was something she had discussed, and my little brain had never read books like that. And so I thought, what in the world is that? And so reading through it, I have to say, writing a book in that style, being an interconnected standalone, you get the opportunity to insert a ton of Easter eggs. And so while you don't lose out on any of the plot, if you don't read the rest of the books in the series, you get like there's a huge incentive there. It's extremely fun to look for those bits and pieces. Like if you read the first book, you know that if these characters are in this hallway at this time on this day, you know that at some point that other couple is walking past. And it is just so satisfying to know that. And then to see that from a different point of view. I think it's the same experience and the same joy that a lot of people get from reading stories that have multiple points of views. You get some of the same experiences from different perspectives, and it adds a different layer to the story. And that is definitely something that you get with Sarah Sutton's books. They are all written this way, aside from her Christmas book, which we will get to in just a minute. So I loved that idea. And speaking of the Christmas book, I loved the idea so much that I thought it would be really fun to write my own kind of interconnected standalone series. And then after I had read all of these books, she launched, because I started watching Sarah Sutton's vlogs the same year, I believe, that she published her Christmas book, which is Christmas as We Know It. When she published this, I thought, you know what? It feels really low stakes to me to publish a Christmas book. It can be kind of a one-off. It can be for fun. And I could try my hand at doing this interconnected thing and do my own take on it. And so that is what I did. I was I was definitely inspired by the interconnected standalone thing. And then the fact that she published a Christmas book, I immediately had this vision in my brain of the Sinclair sisters, which is my Christmas book. Let me go grab that real quick. All right, my Christmas book is about 3 sisters. They're from this very affluent family, and they all encounter their own romances. And it is Winter Witches is the first book in the series. It follows holy moly, Madison. I'm getting them all confused. It follows Madison, the eldest Sinclair sister, and she is like your Taylor Swift classic Starbucks loving white girl trope. That is who this is. She's adorable. She loves fashion. She wants to own her own business, but not just that, she wants to own her own business and make like really quality, adorable fashion available at like an actual reasonable price rather than marketing it up. So she wants to have like a boutique. That is her goal. And she meets Jared McAdams, whose family runs the Christmas tree farm in the teeny tiny Colorado mountain town where her family goes every single year because it's kind of like a witch hub. There's a big lodge there. They all meet at Christmas time for the winter solstice, and there's a winter solstice ball. And so she's up there getting family time. She's back from college, and she meets Jared McAdams at the Christmas tree farm, and he discovers a secret. He discovers that she has magic. And in order to keep the fact that she's a witch a secret, Jared McAdams asks Madison to fake date him in order to make his ex jealous. And so she agrees. He's cute, whatever. Fake date a cute guy, and okay, whatever. So she agrees, and then she very quickly finds out that the ex he is trying to make jealous is her nemesis from high school. This book is so cute. It's Hallmarky. Love it. It's similar vibes to a lot of Sarah Sutton's books, except I would say this one is much more grown up. There are definitely scenes in it that there's nothing like on the page sexual content, but there's discussion of sexual content. And yes, so this is much more grown up, but it is kind of similar and definitely inspired by Sarah Sutton's Love and Fenton County Interconnected Standalones and her Christmas book. So fun little tidbit. I was inspired by that Authortuber. So now let's move on to her newest series, which I have also read, which is a little bit more grown up, I would say, than maybe Love and Fenton County. It is still an interconnected standalone, which is the Most Likely To series. The Most Likely To series, first off, I love Sarah Sutton's cover designs. We haven't talked much about that. At first I thought, this is kind of basic. I don't know if I like this, But as I started purchasing them and seeing them all on a shelf together and getting the vibes of her whole story, I think the covers of these books are amazing. I think they fit super well. I love it. What I really love is the colors. They're all these really bright colors, all of her books. And so when you put them on a shelf together, they're just really happy and sunshiny and definitely follow the vibes of her series. Back to the Most Likely To series. The Most Likely To series revolves entirely around this high school where every year there's sort of like an underground collective based around the popular kids, and they release this list and is the Most Likely To list. And they make up different superlatives essentially. So it's like most likely to never be kissed, most likely to never have a boyfriend, those kinds of things. And so each of the girls in these books were put on the Most Likely To list. So again, there's a lot of Easter eggs there because they're talking about the same list. And so when you get the list, especially in like book 1, I could see super early on that holy moly, we're going to get several books and they're going to be these girls' perspectives, which was fun because you got like a tidbit of who they were along the way. So it really, I would say, as far as like the interconnected standalone thing goes, the fact that you get that list in advance and you know who's on it and you know that these books will probably follow these people, it adds a lot of hype to the series. There's a lot of expectations going in. You already know the books for the most part who we're going to be seeing in the future series, and so I think it really builds excitement, which kudos to Sarah Sutton because that was really smart. I think that's a really great pro of doing an interconnected series like this because it's a little easier to sell the books coming after without having to worry so much about like the plot. You know, in a normal series, the plot builds with each book and carries through to like a final ending. These books do not. They're all standalones, but the fact that you have those tidbits and those secrets within the book really makes it enticing for readers to increase your read through. So I thought that was brilliant. So the first book in the series was Teaching the Teacher's Pet, a romance where she is tutoring the football jock. That was super cute. Let's see. I have to remember them all. Dreaming About the Boy Next Door, which is a like falling in love with your best friend's brother kind of a romance. Super cute. Then there was Rebelling with the Bad Boy. I have to say, this one was, I think, my favorite in the series so far. I love a good like bad boy romance, especially because the bad boy in this is not actually a bad boy. He's portrayed that way. Let's say that. This was super cute. I love it. What I really liked about this as far as like themes in the book, it really showcases that sometimes rule breaking is more like rule bending. You know, like there are times in place sometimes for you to stand up for what you want, and that's not always breaking the rule. Sometimes that's just asserting yourself within your boundaries. And I thought this was really great. So that might be my favorite one in this series so far. And then the newest one that came out is Fake Dating the Football Player, which is exactly what it says. They're fake dating, really cute and fun. I enjoyed this one a lot. And that is where we are in the Sarah Sutton universe. So I think that's pretty much everything as far as all of these books go. I really enjoy reading Sarah Sutton. I think she does a great job with her romances. Like I said, they are adorable, and they are, I hate using this word because I just think it's kind of an unfair description of books in general, but it's what people on the internet would, for the most part, consider a clean romance. So I think they're really cute. I love them. I know from her other YouTube videos that she is writing a new adult book. I'm really excited to see how that transfers to new adult because she just has like, it's the small details. She just has a way of writing books that feel like squishy and adorable. And I think part of that may be in part because she loves K-dramas and those tend to be a little that way. So I think they're super cute. Cannot wait to see what else she comes up with. I think those are pretty much all of my thoughts about Sarah Sutton's books. Please ignore the background because this was not my normal filming background. This is more of my like vlogging background. So we'll just ignore it. We'll just, you know what? We'll just block it out. We'll block it out with my own book somehow. Maybe. I'm not doing a very good job. But that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, check out the description box. You can find my books and my social media there. Go like and subscribe to this channel if you are interested. This is a new series for me, reading Authortuber books, but I think it's super fun. It's a way for me to celebrate and showcase other independently published authors like myself, which I adore. It's also really fun to look at the marketing and the details and like the stories that go into other people's books, and use that as a way to, like I showcased a minute ago, influence my own. I took elements of like the structure of Sarah Sutton's books and her publishing, and it was used to write Winter Witches, which was really fun. I do have plans to write the other two sisters in this series. I had to push back my publishing timeline this year, so Margot's book is not coming maybe for another year, unfortunately. I started writing it. It's adorable. I love it. I'm having a really good time writing Margot. And I think she may be the sister that I'm the most like. So that'll be really fun to write. But that won't be coming for a little while. But you can get this one on Amazon. It's exclusively on Amazon right now. So go check that out. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Like, subscribe. Go check out Sarah Sutton. I'll try to link her in the comments below. Leave me comments if you've read Sarah Sutton's books. What do you think? What is your favorite? And what do you think about interconnected standalones? That is something I would like to see more of from authors, and I'm curious what you guys think about it. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!